Radio Changalo, so that we may be one through the cross. We now present community news with me, Flora Tsenga. The headlines. Young people of Mufulira's Mutundu area shunning farming activities. Do not confiscate merchandise from street vendors. Plus, Senegal are the African champions after they beat Egypt in a thrilling encounter. Kindly be informed that we're also streaming live on our Facebook page. And now community news in detail. Young people in Mufulira's Mutundu area are said to be shunning farming activities and resorting to charcoal burning and stealing from other people's farms. There is a slowly extinction of trees resulting from the growing act of cutting down trees, according to some concerned residents. One of the residents, Ethel Silanda, emphasized on the need for young people to actively get involved in agriculture and grow their own produce to secure their lives.
But I go Sapokulima. I got a tomato, I got a cabbage, I got a fish, I fish. But I am the way. Too much of it in that one. Too much of it in that one. We should go to about the same way for me, I'm sure.
A civil society organization called Break the Silence has called for considered efforts in the fight against corruption. Break the Silence, the chief executive officer, Richard Mwitwa, said corruption is a scourge that is getting more sophisticated in the public and the private sectors. Mr. Mwitwa said there was need for citizens to work with the central government, the Anti-Corruption Commission, the police, and other law enforcement agencies to curb corruption. He said it was unfortunate that some government workers demand bribes when getting things such as skill places, promotion, or job confirmation. Mr. Mwitwa was speaking during the launch of the Break the Silence at Savoy Hotel in Ndola.
Corruption is a cancer which is getting more sophisticated by the people involved, and therefore it must be kept. By all means, we would like to urge the citizens to help government with the fight on corruption. We also urge government to put up strong measures when employing people, when promoting workers, when transferring them, to avoid people being transferred on either political or tribal grounds like we witnessed in the previous regime.
A concerned resident in Kitwe is appealing to the council police to return the merchandise they confiscate from street vendors. John Mwelo, a community member, told Radio Chingala News that most of the vendors are vulnerable women who have no means to make a living but through vending. He also observed that when they confiscate their merchandise without returning, they take away their source of income without hope of recovery.
Balaba kalamu wali babatunga abana bashiwa abana balifo ero zabafu ero lumbaganya babashiramisho ero kalakiri balesa mukushitisha eko bali kwata kwa kanono kalakiri akanono batwalira balya nomba nga babapuka tulatonzi basenda nishibali abana bakashala shani bakekala kwisa nangu ibana nyala balaba tuzo kya echinkali kuzichinzi naye ndo police ero kuleta baya mukufiposa katisoko bafitwala nga nikumanda nga nikwisa mamona isedi baba bweshe bala bantu balolesha n'omuntu obyali emuleka.
Community news comes to you in the community service of Radio Changala with the compliments of Indo-Zambia Bank. In sports, the Teranga Lions of Senegal are the African champions after they beat the Pharaohs of Egypt during the final match played yesterday in Cameroon. Senegal, with the guidance of Ali Cisse, won through 4-2 penalties, which saw them jubilate after extra time. After the penalties, rather. Egyptian players shared tears of disappointment as they were confident of taking the 8th trophy back home. Football officials, coaches, players and fans on Sunday witnessed the burial of a former Nkana and Zambia under-20 goalkeeper Moses Mapulanga. Mapulanga, 29, was buried at Kabobo Cemetery in Masabuka yesterday. He died last Wednesday at Masabuka General Hospital after an illness. Speaking on behalf of Nkana, a technical chairperson, Joseph Kunga, said Mapulanga contributed greatly to the club's success in recent years. Mapulanga, who won the first Super Division title with Nkana in 2020 and was part of the Zambia squad at the 2018 African Nations Championship CHAN in Morocco. May the soul of Moses Mapulanga rest in peace. On that sad note, we end community news, but before we leave you, a reminder of the stories that made headlines. Young people of Mvulera's Mutundu area shunning farming activities. Do not confiscate merchandise from street vendors. Plus, Senegal, last night crowned African champions after they beat the Pharaohs of Egypt in a thrilling AFCON final. And then we end community news. Good morning.